Listen, God will not fail you. And oftentimes we know this to be true, but I think the problem is we don't give him enough time to do what he really wants to do. If we look at the story of Zechariah and Elizabeth in Luke chapter 1, it says, Elizabeth and Zechariah were both righteous in the sight of God, walking blamelessly in all his commandments, yet without kids and well advanced in age, right? Now, we can relate to this, right? We can be serving God faithfully in his house or in whatever capacity it is God has called us to serve him, right? Faithfully, wholeheartedly, but yet there's still that promise, that breakthrough, that blessing that has not come to pass, right? And oftentimes we can get in a place where we're like, oh, God, I'm serving you. Why is it that this thing is not coming? Why is it that this blessing is not coming, right? And it's not necessarily a bad place to be, right? But where we shouldn't get is in a place where we start to doubt God. The tradition of women in back in the days is that if a woman was without child, it was considered like people would see them as a curse. Like it was a curse for a woman to not be a child. Like when other women would see women without children, they would say, oh, God has put this curse on them. God has put this wickedness on them for them to not bear a child. So think about it. Elizabeth, for many years, was going without children, right? Probably was dealing with shame, probably was dealing with, people mocking her about her not having a child. How is it that, you're serving God, you're a priest, your husband is a priest, y'all are doing everything God is asking you to do, but yet you don't have this blessing, this children that you're praying for? Watch this. It's not that God doesn't want to bless you or give you what you're asking for. If you look in this story, the angel came and told Zechariah that the child will bring joy and gladness to them, right? And he shall be great in the sight of the Lord, right? And many people will rejoice in his coming. It was talking about John the Baptist, right? God is not ignoring your prayers. It's simply that the blessing that he want to give you is purposeful. Therefore, it takes time. Why would you want to settle for something, just regular when God want to give you a blessing that has purpose to it? And guess what? Despite all this, they continue to serve. It says Zechariah was in the temple, serving and doing his priestly duty just as he was accustomed to, right? The answer is not going to come the day that you decide to say, you know what, God, because you haven't done this yet, I'm going to turn around. Just as if God is going to say, oh, no, don't turn around. Let me give you her blessing. No, continue to serve. Don't worry about what they're saying. Don't worry about what is not. Only you worry about what God has already